want to start here for my border, so I'm gonna chain 1 and cut my yarn here. So we have about a short tail, so we can weave it and later. And I want to start at the corner. So again, if you are switching color, then now this is the time to do it. Okay, and I just grab the color that I use for the head, and that is what I'm going to use for the border. And I am going to make a slip knot. And into this first stitch, not the chain space, but into the first, we are going to make a single crochet and single crochet the next stitch, and we just single crochet in each of the stitch across. So I will meet you back. Go ahead and single crochet all the way across. I will meet you once we reached this corner, and we will do this corner together. Alright, we should have a total of 45 stitches going across our piece here, and we just put single crochet in each of the stitch. And now I reached my corner, and I'm just gonna work 3 single crochet in that corner space. Right, and now I'm back working along the side again. So 1 single crochet in each of the stitches. Okay, and you're just gonna single crochet all the way around your piece. I'm going to meet you back here to close the single crochet round for the border. Alright, for each side we should have a total of 45 single crochet across. Alright, I am back, and I just put in my last single crochet for my last side, and I need to work my corner, so I need to put 3 single crochet in that corner. Right, and I need to slip stitch to the very first single crochet, and that is the first row or the foundation row of our border. So for this next round of the border, we're going to do a single crochet the next stitch, and skip a stitch, and we will work 4 double crochet in that 1 stitch. Right, and skip a stitch, work a single the next stitch, and skip a stitch and work 4 double crochet in that same stitch, in that one stitch. Okay, and skip a stitch and single crochet, skip a stitch and 4 double crochet, all in that one stitch. Right, skip a stitch, single crochet, skip a stitch and 4 double crochets in that one stitch. Whoops. All right, we'll just repeat that all the way around. So skip and single crochet in the next. So your border, it's looking like this so far. So we just keep repeating 1 single crochet, skip 1, 4 double crochet, all in that one stitch. We skip a stitch and back to single crochet, and then skip a stitch, 4 double crochet, skip a stitch, 1 single crochet. So repeat that all the way around, and I will meet you back at this corner. Alright, I am back, and I've just finished putting my shell or fan border on my blanket. So at the end I have a 4 double crochet here, and it looks like I have 2 stitches left, but technically I have 1 because this is a slip stitch, so we're not counting this as slip stitch. We will slip stitch to the first single crochet of the shell border. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut my yarn here because I want to do a invisible join. So I pull my yarn through, and we're gonna skip a stitch. We're not counting this a stitch. We're going to pull that in. Right. And we are going to weave it in at the back. And now, if you haven't already weaved in all your ends, now this is a good time to weave in all of the ends. So I'm gonna go ahead and weave in my ends. I will meet you back so we could finish up the head. Alright, I weaved in all of my ends here. So if I turn it back, and there's no loose ends, and if I turn it to my right side of the blanket, you can see that the blanket is done. We just need to work on the head. For the ear, I went ahead and made one off camera, and it's about that size there. So I'm gonna go ahead and make that with you. So I'm gonna go back on this same color yarn. Oh, that's a short tail. bring this here. Alright, so to begin with the ear, we're going to make a magic ring. Right? And in the magic ring, we are going to make 6 single crochets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and pull that slightly close but not all the way. And we need to work 2 single crochet in each of the stitches. We're not joining, we're just going straight into the very first single crochet, and we're going to do 2 single crochet in that stitch. That's 1, that's 2. I want to go ahead, close that circle, and I want to place my stitch marker, so 2 stitches back, so I know that this is my last stitch of the round. So again, 2 single crochet in each stitch. Okay, need 1 more in there. And I need 2 in this last stitch. Okay, we should have a total of 12 stitches going all the way around. Let's go ahead and place my stitch marker back. Now for round 3, I'm just gonna single crochet the next stitch, 2 single crochet in the next, and we'll just repeat that all the way around. Right? Put 1 single crochet, remove that stitch, and in that last stitch we'll put 2 single crochets. And at the end of round 3, we should have a total of 18 stitches going all the way around. Now to begin round 4, we need to make 1 single crochet the next 5 stitches. So we did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and in the next stitch we'll put 2 single crochet, and we'll just repeat that all the way around. Right, and in this last stitch we will put 2 single crochets, and at the end of round 4 we should have a total of 21 stitches going all the way around. Okay, for round, actually I'm going to go ahead and pull this out because I want this to be the inside and this is my outside ear. Okay, so for round 5 we will single crochet the next 5 stitches. So we did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 2 single crochet, 2 together. I'm at the end of round 5. Just need to do 1 single decrease or single crochet 2 together, and at the end of round 5 we should have a total of 18 stitches going all the way around. And to start round 6, it's going to single crochet the next 4 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 2 together. Again, single crochet the next 4 stitches. So we did 1, 2, 3, 4, and single crochet 2 together. Single crochet the next 4, and the last 2 stitches we're going to single crochet 2 together. And that is the end of round 6. We should have a total of 15 stitches going all the way around. And for round 7, we're just going to put 1 single crochet in each of the stitches. that stitch marker and single crochet the last stitch. And now I said that this is gonna be my inside of my ear. I want to pull that tight close, or that hole close. I'm gonna turn this inside out. And I'm going to just slip stitch to the next stitch and leave about 12 inches or 15 to be on the safe side. So we're gonna attach this to the body, or not the body but the head. So we're just gonna pull this all the way out, and it's gonna make that knot there. And we want to match our ear. And put it something like that there. And then this one here. Yep, about maybe a little higher. There we go. I think this is a good spot. Okay. I'm actually gonna attach it to the fourth. So 1, 2, 3, 4 on top of that. So I think that will give me a better ear there. So I'm gonna go ahead and place my pin. Just be really careful of this one. And you might poke yourself and that will hurt. Alright. So we're just going to go into the head right where that stitch is sitting. Actually, I'm gonna move this and out. Wait just a minute. Yep. And out this way. Alright. And go ahead and remove my pins. I don't want to accidentally poke myself. And let me give you a better angle here. Alright. So what I want to grab is grab a loop up here. Right, and that will make that ear there. And I want to go back to that same loop I came out of, or same hole. And just out the other. Right. And go under that next stitch. Pull that there. And we'll grab a loop here. Here we are. And again, into the next loop over, we are going to come out on the other side of the head here. Right? And the next hole, it's gonna in here. And in the next stitch, we're going to go in and into that next hole, out and out on the other side of that ear. Now we have pretty much closed the front side of the ear. Now we need to close the back side, which it's pretty much the same process. So you just want to line it up where the stitches will sit, and I think that's about there. And I want to go out to this hole and to this loop, into this loop, the next loop over, or the next stitch, and you'll see here you want it in that hole, and you pull it. Don't pull it too tight, so that way your ear won't be, you won't damage the ear. So you want it just to sit on the head, but having that really a tight attached to the head, as close as possible. So oopsies. Okay. And you'll just keep on doing this until you completely attach the ear to the head. Now take your time, don't rush it. So I still need about a few stitches here. Alright. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab this stitch. Oh, actually I think that's too far there. So I'm gonna go out this way into this loop, and I want to anchor it to where the top is at, and then go back to the other side of that ear. Sorry, I didn't realize I was off camera. Alright, now we've pretty much attached the ear there. The top one you can. Okay, unfortunately my camera wasn't recording when I was trying to reinforce my ear. What it did, it just went back again up along this front ear. So that way my ear is completely attached to the head and it's not going anywhere. And as you can see on the back as well. And as for the tail, I weaved it in back and forth, in and out of the head. And on my last one, I'll weave it in to the bottom and I cut my yarn towards the bottom. Now, go ahead and work on the other side of your ear. I will meet you back to do the muzzle. So I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright, I am back. Just completed my ear and they're about the same spot and about the same. And it doesn't really matter if they're off a little bit, but you kind of match it with each other. Now I'm ready to add the muzzle there. And we need, I'm grabbing my black yarn here. Need some black yarn. And we don't need a whole lot. So I'm just grabbing maybe 15 inches of tail, 15 inches of black yarn. And now well, actually to the back, to the bottom. So 1, 2 rows away from the eye. So 1, 2, and 1, 2. Right? Yes. Yes. That's right. And I want to make sure I don't accidentally pull it all the way. So make sure I have a tail there. There we go. And now, so I put it 1, 2, and then 1, 2. So I'm gonna put it right here. Oh. There you go. Pull that down a bit some there. No, it's not a lot right now, but we're gonna work on it. And just want to put this back in my needle. And you want to find that center. So 1, 2, like about right there. So I know it is the middle of a stitch, but that's okay. I'm gonna work on that. And we're just gonna go back and forth on these stitches here. Okay. And there we go. Here we are. Fix that a bit there. And now we're just gonna fill this hole with black yarn. Go into this hole one more time. Go out here. piece. There we go. That's that. And I'll go ahead and put stitch in there, or a yarn. Right? So we're just gonna keep working this. Right? Okay. Right. Okay. I'm just gonna keep going back and forth until that spot is completely closed or filled with black yarn. So this one is a little bigger, so I want to go back and fix it. So stick my yarn or my needle in there. Actually gonna go, I could go across here. Yes, go across here. And this way. And I wanna go in this way as well. So that way it's more even. We want to even it out so it looks like a triangle. Okay, so that's what it looks like right now. So what we need to do is go to this very bottom and we will make the mouth. Okay. And I need to go into this side, I think. I want to make it even. I'm matching this side up. So I think it was this side. So I'm gonna put my needle in there and out. And I think about the same. Yep. And up at the top of the head. And there we are. Just wanna pull this a bit here. Pull it close to the head as much as possible. Here we are. There we go. Now we have that done, and we just need to weave this in back. Down our head piece. Yeah. I still have the tail end from where I did the ear. I'm just gonna go back. Oh, I'm just gonna cut this yarn. And remember, this other black yarn is where we started, so I wanna bring this out on the head and then bring it down, bring it back down, so that way it is securely, that way it's secure in there. Right, go ahead and cut that yarn. And same thing with this one. Go back in to the head, out to the top of the head, and out at the bottom of the head again. And we'll cut the yarn. And there we have it. It is a nice security blanket. I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys an overview of this finished security blanket. So I'm gonna bring you guys up. Whoops. There we are. And this piece came out. Let's see, I don't have my measuring tape right now, so I'm using a flat ruler. So with the border included, that is 12. It's roughly about a little over 3 inches, and it should be the same size. Let's go ahead and measure it. Okay, it is about the same size, and there you have it, a nice teddy bear security blanket. And if you like this tutorial, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed already, I do crochet tutorial every Tuesday and Friday. And don't forget to hit that bell notification so you won't miss another video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.